Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical. This is Mystical Gaming. Grab yourself a couple, we're jumping into Watcher of Realms and we're back into the Tower of Deception. So stage 6 then, let's have a quick look. What do we need then? Wow, thanks. We don't want any of that. Right, AoE sort of damage really does depend on your team. So I'm going to take a Greed because Greed's fantastic. Then going to take a couple of Marksmen, we'll take those two, we'll take someone to slow everyone down. Do a bit more damage, and then it's sort of up to you really on how confident you feel with your team and how well you think they're sort of going to be doing. So if you want to take a couple of tanky fighters, that sort of thing, let's get you out of there. We don't want any Lord skills, anything like that messing us up. Take them if need be. If you think you're going to need some healers, go for it. Grab yourself your vortex or whatever, and then maybe if you think you need some tanks, then grab them as well if you want. And I think that's sort of about it. That should do you. Let's jump in and give this a whirl. So we're going to place Greed down here. I'm imagining the bulk of the work. Where do we want him? There. Let's go there. Let's go there for Greed. Right. So there, he's going there. He's going to do the bulk of the work for us. This isn't much of an issue. I'm imagining most people would just motor their way straight past this without any issues whatsoever. And then after that we will start topping up the sides as well, just to take care of a few more things. So we can go. Again, the gear isn't massive on there, so he's just got our basic sort of tier 1 gear. There's no requirement to sort of go over the top here. Probably some AoE would have been done better on that side, I suppose, as opposed to anything else. And then it's sort of really up to you, depending on how well you think you're doing at getting rid of these mobs. If you're struggling to get rid of them, then chuck yourself a sort of tanky fighter down there. That would do better for you. If you're feeling good about it, just chuck up sort of your Mary and sort of freeze them and slow them down a bit more to give your DPS a bit more time. There's no real damage coming into your platform based units, so they're absolutely fine. So you either slow the mobs down to give yourself enough time to kill everything off. So this Mary zone here, that's sort of more or less your kill zone on where you're going to put everyone. Let's speed this up. And again, you've still got plenty of time. We could fire off Idril's ultimate here to start doing some more damage. We've got plenty coming down this side. We could fire off a mole. But if you're worried about what's going on down the other end, then feel free to chuck a sort of tanky fighter down there and chuck in some healing for him, that sort of thing. But I have a feeling the bulk of you are going to be pretty much all right and just going to motor straight through this without any issues whatsoever. Again, if you've got the likes of Hopes and Ingrids and that sort of thing, Karma in there, you know, some real high hitting AoE DPS, you're going to be absolutely fine. You're not going to get overrun by this. But remember, there is another space sort of down here, so if you're thinking that you'll get an overrun, then you can chuck sort of like a pair of defenders down there and then have everyone sort of more focused on this area here down the bottom, as opposed to sort of up the map. So, I mean, plenty of ways you can sort of skin this cat really to get through it, and that's it. Well, there we go, we are done and dusted, aren't we? We could fire off some ultimates and we'd be there. So stage 6 all done, nice and easy, no great issues for anyone, I doubt. There we go, sorted. Okay then, let's jump into stage 7 then. Again, we're still relatively easy. Get rid of all of you lot. Now we want a couple of things. We want some AoE type stuff. Your AoE, you can do AoE, and then we want some single target stuff as well. So sort of stick to the same, and then your single target, your single target, you're pretty much single target, and there we go. That would do us. You can, if you want, but there's really no requirement for it. You can put in some, we'll grab some so we can sort of see where they go. You can grab yourself a tank as well and put your tank in there, or maybe you want a tanky fighter, so we'll grab one of those there. And then if you really want a healer, which you won't need, but there we go. Right, so there you go. You want some single target and you want some AoE damage, and that's essentially it. Okay, right, let's jump onto this then. So On the left-hand side of the map, from the top space and that left-hand one, that's where the mass of mobs come from. So we want our AoE go in that direction. So we're going to place our maul down there, and he's going to sort of smash up this lot. And then coming out from that top right-hand side, that's where our single target stuff's going to come. Okay, so sort of single target damages over on this sort of spot as well. Okay, now what do we have to be aware of? We have to be aware of if we're using mages as opposed to marksmen. Okay, so go careful, because marksmen have the 4x3. Okay, whereas when we put a mage up, a mage only our mages have the sort of 4 in the center, and then they've got 3 on either side, so they've got a bit more of a smaller range. So if you're using a mage on this side, then make sure you've got your marksman on the left and the mage on the right. It would just make an easier hitbox for you. As it is, I will use 2 marksmen, so it'll make my life a bit easier, but there we go. So that's what we're doing on that side. Now, on the left hand side, we just want to make sure that we get some more AoE down. So I'm going Mary there to slow everything down, but feel free, you could put a maul in there to take up that side as well, just as easy, without any great issues, I feel. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, you could use your ultimates to finish this off as well if you really want to. There's plenty more you can do. So depending on how you feel up towards the left hand side, you might want to put your maul over here or this way, facing that way. That's handy, and that still leaves you a space here to come across this side. So if we put someone else over here, do a bit more damage, then we've still got that side to take care of. There's plenty of options you've got available to you, really, without causing any much. You can use ultimates as well. That'll probably come in handy for you as well. So that's a distinct possibility. And then we'll put our maul in this way, and we'll face them up there when we look at that. Boom. Brilliant. That's sort of the AoE things taken care of. We've got it on. Let's speed this up so we can get through it a bit quicker. Now again, we're not taking any damage, so that's all fine. But if you are putting a tank down somewhere, maybe there, just to stop people coming through, and your marksman could still hit, so your marksman would still have that box and that box. So that's a possibility if you really wanted to, but there's no real requirement at the moment for us. But there you go, if you want to fill it out, there you go. And then there's plenty of room to put a healer down there as well. So you know what you're doing. You're all good. So, but again, this is all tier 1 type stuff. We haven't put on Infernal Roar or anything like that. So it's still very doable if you've done stages 19 and you've just cleared them. Come along, do this, collect the rewards, having a blast, no great issues. You've got loads of mobs coming over now, over on that left hand side. So feel free to ice them down with Mari, or knock back them with maul, depending on which way you've got your maul facing, that sort of thing. Okay, plenty of options for you, nothing too tricky. So stage 7 done and cleared for us. Let's go onwards and upwards. Okay, stage 8, let's jump into this then. If we go for the fight this time round again, let's get rid of all this stuff that you've given us. Little bit different this time round. So what they've got is, we jump to the map info, we see here, this mob here, magic damage immunity, and then this mob here, physical damage immunity, and then physical damage immunity. So we've got to take it into account more than anything else, but that does about cover it. So we'll do the same sort of thing again. We want single target, and we want physical damage. So our single target, there we go, piercing damage, so we're happy to use her. And then we want some more. There we go, skills, piercing damage. Remember, Maul is piercing damage, he's not magic, so there we go, that sort of thing. So just make sure you've got the right type of damage fitted for where you're going. Okay, so we'll take Idril, she's fantastic. Then Maul, fantastic. Mary not only doing magic damage, but she's also applies a debuff to them. So while they may be immune to the magic damage she does, they're not immune to the debuff that she gives as well. Okay, so that is a little bit different for us. So we've got some more magic damage there. There we go, you do magic as well, don't you? Blimey, a lot of magic damage going on. And then if you want some tanks, There we go. Let's go and grab some again so we can know where to put them down if we want them. There we go. We grab a fighter. We can grab a tank if you really want one. You shouldn't need them at all. But we'll take them just to show everything. There we are. And there's our team. We're all good. There we are. So first person down, Idril. Idril's going to go down first. He's coming down here and she's covering off this lane here. So this top left hand side coming across here, that is our immune to magic damage side. Okay, so that's our magic damage immune people. There we go. We've got the symbol going around them, so that's them done. And then on the bottom side coming from these two here, this is our physical damage immune to mobs, so we make sure that we've got everything here. Yeah, that should right, and green's going there. That should be everything we need, I think. This is how it goes. And this is it. As long as you're sort of got your everyone going the right way and sort of dealing up the right amount of damage for you. So it's more AoE on the magic side of things and more single target on the physical side of things. And that's about it. So there we are. We'll sort of speed this up. She's done a load of damage to that and slowed them, and then we've got plenty of time. Look at that range. Maul is fantastic there. All this big long range, absolutely brilliant for him. Okay, there's Idril going across there, absolutely great. Now should they get past, then they've still got all this walk to do from Maul as well. If we are worried, we can stick down a tank. Okay, bear in mind that we're still going to hit into this box here. So you'd want to place your tank sort of there really, and then healer wise you can sort of cover off. Okay, all absolutely fine, and I'm sure there isn't going to be any problems from anyone. And then depending on what you've got issues with, you can put more piercers down on this side to take care of their magic or their physical damage side of things. Or if you're struggling AoE wise, there's plenty more spaces you can put more AoE damage down as well. Okay, we've got the coins coming up with absolutely no issues whatsoever. Again, everything here is low balled as far as gearing goes, and this is it. This is all you have to do. It's not an issue whatsoever. They're low down on health and they're just walking into Maul. Hopefully some of these will get past. We get past and walk into. Yeah, we've got enough now. Look, see. Although they don't take damage from her, there's no magic damage coming up, they are slowed. So Mari does a great job there, just slowing them. Maybe I should have put her around the other way because she's slowing them before they get into Maul, but they're in Idril's range, I don't know. Sort of whichever way you feel. Is 6 or 1/2 a dozen another. I suppose depending on where you feel the bulk of your damage is or where your kill zone is, for want of a better description. And this is it. This is the last ones coming through, isn't it? They're just going to walk into Maul now. If need be, I've still got some more magic AoE I can put down if I need it. Should be alright. Oh, there we go. Didn't have to. There we go. 4 epics, job done. Not an issue for us. Okay, this time we're jumping into stage 9. Let's go and have a quick look at this then. Quick one on this. Get rid of all of these people. So this one is somewhat, it's a little bit the same and a little bit different. So the left hand side of the map this time is all our magic damage, and the right hand side of the map is all our physical damage this time. Okay, so we've got the old physical damage immunity and we've got the magic damage immunity. So magic damage immunity comes on the right hand side and the physical damage comes on the left hand side. So we put our magic damage dealers on the left and our physical damage dealers on the right. Right, so get rid of all of you. Let's jump down to CR epics. Who are we taking epic wise? I mean, the fight is great if you've got that. So we're going to take an Idril again. We'll take Maul again because they're fantastic. Greed is good. I'm sort of just. You'll do well. Mari, absolutely brilliant. Now Mari can go in either one. She does magic damage, but she also does a slow. So if you've got Win, he's going to slow everyone down as well, and I think he does physical damage, doesn't he, as well? So he's great. But if you haven't, feel free to use some Murray. Who else is great up there? Oh, of course. What? Where are you? I'll be here somewhere. There she is. Oh, he's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, that should. Imagine that would do you. If you want to chuck in some more people, then absolutely go for it. But I think So we go. There's no great shakes with this. Again, physical damage on the right hand side, so we chuck you down there. That should be fine. We'll speed this up. As we can see, they've got the little marks around them just in case you get confused. There's Greed. He's going to slow everyone down as well and all that sort of good stuff. And this is it. This is it. And then we can put Harry down there. There you go. She's going to slow everyone down for us. Who else do we need? We're fine on the sides as well. There's She can put down the little crystals of death, which freeze people, which put them in Maul's in Greed's range. If you don't want to use Mary, feel free. If you've got your Thelwyn rated up, feel free to use him. He's going to go great for you. He's going to not only do damage, but he's also going to slow them as well. Maul has a nice little spot there. We've got that nice long range from Maul. He's absolutely great. We can put that up there. And then we still got some more AoE damage we can put down. You could put down tanks as well, I suppose, if you really wanted to, or defenders and healers. But there's no need. There's enough. You should have enough DPS without ranking up any gear or anything like that, without going mad on it, to be able to clear this off. Again, it's more tactical to make sure that you've got the right type of damage and style of damage on each side. So Maul and Thelwyn supply that little bit of AoE for us, which is quite nice, as well as doing the physical damage side of things. And then on that left hand side, you've got She's absolutely fantastic. She takes a little bit of time to ramp up, but she's got those crystals down now, so we're feeling a really safe place, if we're honest. And then Greed is a free champion, absolutely fantastic. You're all going to be able to have him and use him. Absolutely going great guns for you. Okay, again, I've not moved out of the way for the ultimates because we're not using any. Okay, it's just chuck them down, put it on 2 times speed, and forget about it all. Really, that's it. There we go. We're on 40 out of 64. If we had 3 times speed, we'd put it up to that as well. Look, they're all coming out now, coming out in big numbers more than anything else. But it's too late in the day. Our freezes are down, our frost is down, our slows, all of that sort of thing is already in place. So they're going to take up far too much damage before they get anywhere, and we're not mixing our damage up. Okay, we've gone very safe. We've gone left hand side with our magic damage dealers, and we've gone our right hand side with our physical. Okay, with the exception of Mary, she can go on either side. Okay, she's just supplying that freeze and that slow down, okay, for you. There we go, that's that done out of the way. Now let's quickly just go back into that. We show the gear that we're using, because quite cognizant I didn't show it yesterday. So this is the gear we've got on. Yeah, she's well geared. It is ancient wisdom, and she is in sets as well. Skills on the epics are all done, and they are all fully A5 awakened. Okay, so let's not bother showing that. We'll take that as read. There's the artifact. Maul is he's in a set. It's not the best set going, but there you go. And there's his artifact as well, just to get a bit of healing back for him. Mary, what's she in? She's in a set. Oh, I've overused there. Do forgive me. I've used Warlord set there. Absolutely my bad. Sorry. Yeah. There you go. We have crept in and used some gear that is not tier 1. There you go. Mixie Bob set for him, Thelwyn. And there's his artifact. He's got his own one on. Can I promote it anymore? Have I got any more of them? No. Okay. That's him done. Greed, I would imagine, is relatively good geared. Okay, there we go. He's in a wisdom set, but it's not a big set. And then he's got his own art exclusive. There we go. We placed her down. I'm not sure if she did any damage. He's in a, there you go, random gear. We've hit crit rate and we've sort of topped it up. You don't need anything. You'll be fine. Chuck in some legendaries. Chuck in better gear than this. Here's she's absolutely fantastic. So we should have put another piece down here to get her speed up a bit more. We've gone speed on this piece. That's what we're after, speed and attack percent, really, just so she can get stuff down. And then artifact, I don't know what I've got, yes, just to actually get some rage down to get her ultimate up and cooking again. There we go, that's the gear that we're going with. It's not hard, you can do this. So here we are, we're into the hidden stage, stage 2 for the hidden stages, or hidden chamber 2. Let's go and look. We want to reduce heroes damage dealt by 60%. We'll do that. Cost regeneration 30%. Increase range damage dealt by 40%. There we go. That's we tick all that off. It's not the easiest thing to do, so feel free, if need be, to not tick all of those off. Right, map info. let's go from bottom left. Physical damage. Okay, they're immune to magic damage. And then up in the top, it doesn't really show very well. Top center, there is a spawn point there. That is where you want your magic damage. Over to the top right, that is physical damage. And now bottom right is magic damage again. Okay, so that's how we're going to break everything down. Now, my team, I've gone with epics. I've gone for low ball gear again. I've used her. She's absolutely fantastic. She's very pricey to use. The gear isn't fantastic, but she is skilled and awakened. Okay, so there we go. She's absolutely fantastic. Grab yourself an Olag. Go HP % down there, and if you can get him in a Guardian set, absolutely fantastic. He is undying for you. Right, there we go. That's about it. Let's jump in. Okay, so we're into the fight now. Now, the first thing we want to do is we've got to protect these two in the middle as well, and they will get archered straight away at the start. There's an archer that comes out of the top, and he's going to start pinging away. So to cover that off, we put our healer down, and that sort of covers it off. Now the next thing we're waiting for is we're waiting on Wrath becoming available. So it's quite close to get Wrath down in time, but don't overly sweat it. If the mob goes past, then when you place Wrath down, they will turn around, and that's about it. It's not a major issue for you, but it is something you should be cognizant of, that you can't miss Wrath by too much. There's not that much spare room to go. And then Estrus goes down on the top right. That's when our next abundance of physical damage is going to be required. And then at the bottom right, we're going to need that magic damage, and that's why we're putting down our Arbiter Epic Lord down there. Plenty of other options you can have, and plenty of people you can get down earlier than her. But I thought I'd take her out for a spin, and it also gives you this option of the old Arbiter Lord skill. If you've got her and you want to use it, it gives you a little bit of freedom. It's dealing out true damage. So on this sort of fight, you can put it with anyone you like, and you're still going to work for you. Okay, so it covers off both your bases really. We're just waiting for the ultimates to come online here, and for the rest of the mobs to come out, and then once they come out, we can then start using ultimates and triggering everything off. Now once we've got everyone killed here, we can then recall them, and we want to recall them as quickly as possible. There we go, recall you, and then we can recall you. It's so we can get our greed down. We want greed down as quickly as possible, because shortly the mobs are going to come out around here dealing magic damage, and we want to make sure he's got his ultimate ready to go. Wrath stun works, so we can get rid of Wrath. We can place down one of our tanks here, any way you like, doesn't matter which one. Bastion's ring on, make sure you've got that on. You do want that extra block is going to come in handy on the end. Okay, not such an issue at the moment, but towards the end that is going to become an issue for us. Okay, there's greed, and they will come into the tanks, so that's not an issue as well there. That's all good. And we are waiting on Maul. We've put Maul up there because Maul does some physical damage. He's not doing any damage here, although he's striking him, he's not doing anything. He is just there to wait for when they arrive down the bottom right, or bottom left, sorry, there we go, and we can place Idril down there as well. Okay, there we are. So there's Maul. We can trigger off Maul's ultimate, there we go, and we can do a load of damage down here. And then when Idril's got her ultimate up and running, we can use that. Now we recall greed as quickly as possible. We can start setting up again on that right hand side. Okay, where's Idril? Come on, Idril, there we go. There's our ultimate, triggered off. And start using that as soon as we can. And now it's a push on towards the end. We'll get all of these done. Maul's ultimate is ready. Go use that. There we are, that's nice. Wiped out a few there. Here we go, there we go. We just got it down in time. It's a bit close with cost, but it's nothing too bad that you can't, it's nothing insurmountable, so to speak. Bow down there we go. We can trigger off yours, and then we'll trigger off Isra just as they start to walk, and she should clear them out for us. There we go. Get rid of you, and we can get rid of you. There we are. Now we've got 10 seconds. The earlier you get your greed in, the better off you are. Okay, we've got 10 seconds. Do I want to use greed first or not? I'd rather have greed out. Start DPS and down my mobs, but that might be the wrong way round to do it. There we go. Now I'm just waiting on the 14, sorry, the 18 to come up, and then we can get our next tank down there. There we go. There should be enough there. We should have enough stoppage there to clear everyone off. Everyone's blocked, and it's just a matter of doing the right DPS. So this bottom section just here, that's our physical damage, and the ones just above the tank, that's our magic damage where our greed is hitting. Okay, and that's it done. Maul's still trying to hit the magic damage dealing ones, which is a shame, but his ultimate comes down all the way, and then it's just a matter of clearing off there, and that's the secret room done. Not easy if you're using everything. You've got to swap about quite a lot, but it is doable with epics. I think they're pretty free to play-ish. There are other options. If you've got legendaries, use legendaries. If you've got tier 2 and tier 3 gear, use that. Don't try and make it hard for yourself. That's just a crazy notion. Okay, right, so that's me done. Stage 10 boss fight, we're going to do that in a minute, separate video on that, so go and give that a quick view. It'll be on the end of this video, and it will be a link in the description below. Okay, thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in a video again tomorrow. We'll do the next couple of stages. Cheers, goodbye.